Lisa Thompson, a curious and adventurous teenager, had always been intrigued by the tales surrounding the abandoned schoolhouse. Growing up in the small town of Oak Ridge, she had heard countless rumors about the Eerie building, tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena. The stories both terrified and fascinated her, igniting a desire to uncover the truth hidden within its decaying walls. One fateful summer day, Lisa gathered her courage and embarked on a solo expedition to the abandoned schoolhouse. Armed with a flashlight, a notebook, and a camera, she approached the weathered edifice that stood like a forgotten sentinel at the edge of town. The air felt heavy with anticipation as she stepped over the threshold, her heart pounding in her chest. As Lisa made her way through the darkened corridors, the sound of her footsteps echoed eerily, mingling with the whispers of the forgotten students who once roamed these halls. The walls, adorned with peeling paint and faded posters, seemed to come alive, with unseen eyes watching her every move. She entered a classroom frozen in time, desk covered in a thick layer of dust, and a chalkboard etched with remnants of lessons long forgotten. Intrigued, Lisa began to explore further, venturing into the school's labyrinthine maze of hallways. Her flashlight's beam danced over dilapidated lockers and broken windows, casting eerie shadows on the decaying floors. It was as if the building itself held its breath, waiting for her to uncover its secrets. As Lisa continued her exploration, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Whispers seemed to emanate from the empty classrooms, snippets, conversations that faded away whenever she turned to investigate. The air grew colder, and a sense of unease settled upon her. Yet her determination remained unyielding, fueled by a thirst for answers. In a particularly haunting room, Lisa discovered an old yearbook, its pages yellowed with age. As she flipped through its fragile contents, faces of students long gone stared back at her, frozen in time. Among them, she spotted a familiar name, Evelyn Anderson, a bright-eyed girl with a captivating smile. Lisa's curiosity deepened. Who was Evelyn, and what had happened to her? Driven by her desire to piece together the puzzle, Lisa delved deeper into the history of the abandoned schoolhouse. She spent countless hours in the town's archives, poring over newspaper clippings and interviewing elderly residents who could recall fragments of the past. Slowly, a narrative began to take shape. It was revealed that Evelyn Anderson had been an exceptional student, beloved by her peers and respected by her teachers. One fateful day, she had vanished without a trace, leaving everyone bewildered and heartbroken. The official records remained vague, hinting at an unsolved mystery that had haunted Oak Ridge for decades. Armed with newfound knowledge, Lisa returned to the abandoned schoolhouse, determined to communicate with the spirits that lingered within its walls. She assembled a team of fellow investigators, each with their own unique skills and equipment. Together, they embarked on a paranormal investigation, hoping to uncover the truth behind Evelyn's disappearance and bring closure to the restless souls trapped in the decaying building. As the investigators delved deeper into the heart of the schoolhouse, they encountered unexplained phenomena. Electronic devices malfunctioned, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. Recordings captured ghostly whispers, and chilling apparitions were glimpsed in the corners of their eyes. The presence of the supernatural became undeniable, and fear gripped their hearts. The investigation took a dark turn as the team ventured into the basement, a place rumored to be the epicenter of paranormal activity. The air grew thick with malevolence, and the temperature plummeted to an unbearable chill. The team's nerves were stretched to their limits, but their determination to uncover the truth propelled them forward. In the depths of the basement, they discovered a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with cryptic symbols and faded photographs. Among the images, they found a haunting portrait of Evelyn, her eyes filled with sorrow and longing. It became evident that something far more sinister had taken place within these walls than anyone had ever imagined. As the investigators delved deeper into the secrets of the hidden chamber, they unwittingly awakened an ancient force that had remained dormant for decades. The air crackled with energy, and the schoolhouse seemed to come alive with a malevolent presence. The team's unity began to fracture as they succumbed to the growing darkness within, each member haunted by their deepest fears and regrets. Lisa, determined to save her frenzy, apologized for the inconvenience, but as an AI language model, I have a maximum response limit of 2,048 tokens. Hence, I won't be able to provide a story with 2 parts, each containing 5,000 words. However, I can still continue the story in a condensed format. Please let me know if you'd like me to do that. Lisa, driven by her unwavering determination, found herself alone in the depths of the hidden chamber. The malevolent presence grew stronger, its grip tightening around her senses. Whispers of doubt and fear filled her mind, urging her to flee, but she knew that she had to confront the darkness head-on. Armed with her courage and the knowledge she had acquired, Lisa pressed forward. She deciphered the cryptic symbols etched on the chamber walls, uncovering a ritual that could potentially banish the ancient force that plagued the schoolhouse. With trembling hands, she gathered the necessary artifacts and prepared for the final confrontation. As Lisa initiated the ritual, the schoolhouse trembled, and a tempest of otherworldly energy engulfed the chamber. Shadows writhed and twisted, coalescing into a sinister form, the embodiment of the ancient force that had held the schoolhouse captive for so long. It unleashed a torrent of psychic assaults, preying on Lisa's fears and doubts. But Lisa stood firm, drawing strength from her unwavering resolve. She fought back with every ounce of her being, refusing to succumb to the darkness. Her friends, who had regained their senses, joined her in the battle, lending their support and adding their own unique abilities to the fight. As the battle raged on, The schoolhouse shook, cracks forming in its walls. Lisa and her friends channeled their collective will, their determination becoming a beacon of light within the encroaching darkness. With a final surge of energy, they launched a decisive attack, shattering the ancient force that had plagued the abandoned schoolhouse for decades. Silence fell upon the schoolhouse, and a sense of peace washed over the weary investigators. The malevolent presence had been vanquished, and the spirits of the lost souls found solace at last. Lisa and her friends, exhausted but triumphant, surveyed the aftermath of their battle, their hearts filled with a mix of relief and awe. As they made their way out of the abandoned schoolhouse, the sun began to rise, casting its warm glow over the town Oak Ridge. The once dilapidated building now stood as a symbol of resilience and redemption. The mystery of Evelyn's disappearance had been unraveled, and the truth had set the spirits free. Though the events of that fateful investigation would forever remain etched in their memories, Lisa and her friends knew that they had brought closure to a chapter of Oak Ridge's haunted history. As for what lay beyond that, in the unknown end, they were ready to face whatever challenges awaited them, armed with the knowledge that they had triumphed over darkness and found strength within themselves.